this is Elizabeth Clare Brewington with Discover Brightside, the video podcast. And I'm going to do the rapid fire with Reece. And first, before we begin, Reece, tell us a little bit about yourself and your website. So if people listen to you and want to reach you, they'll know how to do that.
My name is Reece Leonetti. I'm an executive coach and I am an expert in communication. I help companies with Disc Birds communication workshop, and I am also a leadership retreat host. So I take leaders to a beautiful destination and we do a lot of development work and leadership training on site.
Nice.
Yeah, my website is Body, Mind, Energy Transformations, and I can be reached directly from the website.
Okay, there we have it. So let's begin the rapid fire. You are on the Brightside spotlight. So what makes you an empowerer?
I am an empowerer because of some difficult situations that I have had to overcome. My graduate degree is actually in Oriental medicine, Chinese medicine. So I went to study acupuncture and traditional Chinese herbs in school. 2 weeks before I graduated from the program, I was actually struck by a motorcycle and was unconscious in the hospital for 2 weeks. Completely derailed my vision of my life and what I thought I was going to do and how I was going to show up to help support people. What ended up happening, though, was really empowering, not only for myself, but for a lot of people. I ended up not being able to pass my board exams for traditional Chinese medicine because I had severe head injury. But I was called to open a small business, and that small business actually flourished and grew, and it reached many, many people, specifically women. I was able to work one-on-one with a lot of women. I would host workshops and events to support and empower women. So it's near and dear to my heart to really help women overcome fear, because I think when fear takes over your nervous system, you go into fight or flight mode, and you can either do one of two things. You either shut down, hide and retreat, or you can come back out, fighting and really tackling your dreams. And so I was able to overcome a lot of fears that I had through that experience. And I came out on the other side, and I was able to help so many more people than I probably would have just working one-on-one as an acupuncturist.
Wow, that's so interesting. We have to have a whole conversation about acupuncturists. So who has empowered you? I mean, has there been a person or something that empowered you?
Yeah, I would say I have many female mentors who I've learned from over the years. But really just there's one mentor I have currently that really inspired me to break through my own personal barriers, we all have our own personal barriers. And so she has just really helped me to tackle those barriers and show up as an even more, I don't know, stronger person so that I can support more women through my career and women and men as an executive coach.
Nice, very nice. So, any books or films that have empowered you?
Yes. So I don't know if too many people know, some people may know Bruce Lipton. He wrote a book called The Biology of Belief. And so Bruce Lipton was a medical doctor, and he found out through his research and his studies that your belief system, the thoughts that you create, the thoughts that come up in your mind, the pattern of thinking that you carry from day to day, that actually trickles down into a cellular level. And so, for example, if you are told over and over that you will get sick. That will make you sick. If you do this or that, it will make you sick. You will get sick because you are carrying that belief. That belief is replicated into a cellular level in your body. So it's a fascinating book, and he gives the scientific perspective and theory behind it, which is kind of a new twist. I think a lot of people don't realize that your thoughts are actually connected to your physical being, and that is what has inspired me to help people repattern their behavior. People get stuck in a pattern of behavior or energy, and that can be detrimental to their business or their personal life. And so the work I do is very powerful because it helps them first acknowledge the pattern. We take a look at it, we examine it, we talk to the pattern, and we reset the pattern. We choose to release the pattern so that they can reset. And so that is the clear program that I integrate into all of my coaching.
Nice, very nice. I love it. And then travel. You said you do a lot of retreats. So what's the perfect destination that empowers you either to host a retreat or just for yourself to have just a moment? Yeah.
Oh my gosh, yes. In the next lifetime, I will be a travel guide. I will be traveling all over the world. I love to travel. I've been traveling for many years. I was an exchange student my senior year of high school to Germany, and I got the travel bug from there. I love to host retreats to Costa Rica, one of my favorite destinations, as well as Baja, Mexico. Another place, favorite spot is Sedona, Arizona. And then, of course, in Colorado, where I live in my own backyard, there are some gorgeous spots for retreats. But by far, the retreat center in Costa Rica is my favorite place to go and take a group of leaders or yogis to reset, realign, and reconnect with themselves.
Nice, very nice. Um, So health and wellness is a big deal for us. We're all on a health journey with our audience. And any tips and advice or any favorite products or anything that you find useful that you could share?
I think I am a big fan of yoga and coaching, any type of therapy. I'm a big supporter of communication, and I feel like mental health is so important, especially now in a chaotic world that we live in. I think mental health is so important. So even if it's just connecting with a friend or a colleague, really allowing yourself to communicate your thoughts, feelings, and emotions, that can be expressed through yoga. So huge fan of yoga as well. But a simple breath exercise, breathing, connecting with your breath is super important. I do it every day. I teach my coaches how to do box breathing. So just to inhale, breath. You count the breath, the inhale, you hold the breath, and you release the breath for 3 to 4 seconds. And that in itself is really valuable. It's really important to help you refocus and reset.
Yeah, very good advice. And finance, that's an area, any tips and anything that empowers you? I know, I'm beginning to love to save because it's not what you spend, but what you keep. So I get very excited to go and look at my bank account every month, and I do a lot of affiliate marketing. So I get commissions from Amazon and different resources. And so I always look at, I get excited to see, money coming in. So, what excites you about money and finance?
I used to have a money block. I think a lot of people do have a block for money, and I actually, I can highly recommend a woman-owned business called Jane Dow, and she and her team have put together a program that really helps women break out of their block and break out of their money fears or the money obstacle. So that was huge for me. It opened a lot of doors so that I could actually start helping people with their own money blocks in my coaching. But yeah, I'm a big fan of crypto as well. I do have some crypto, and it's really fun to keep an eye on that. The ups and the downs are crazy, but it is fun.
Yeah, yeah, it is fun. So yeah, so that's awesome. And my last and final question is, what's on the bright side? Like, what's on the future for you?
My bright side is just really being able to help small businesses. That is truly near and dear to my heart. I was a small business owner for many, many years, and now I'm in a position where I'm helping my clients grow and expand their business. I'm helping them overcome their fear so that they can really reach that level of personal self-empowerment, and then that trickles down to their employees, and it helps support their employees to grow and thrive as well. So really it's about continuing to do the small business executive coaching and helping teams learn how to communicate better and understand one another so that they can grow together stronger together, as well as the retreats that we do. But those are always a lot of.
Nice, very nice. All right. So there we have it. You had the rapid fire. You've been discovered on Brightside, and we have now done the Brightside Spotlight. So congratulations, and you are a Brightside Empowerer. So that is amazing. If you are watching, write us a comment. What do you think about Reese? And if you need her services, we'll make sure that her links are available to you. Go and get yourself a consultation or get into one of her retreats and learn something from her, because I certainly have learned a lot today. So thank you so much.